What about the United States Senate? What can we expect from them? Well, the first bill looks like they're going to take up is this Laken Riley bill, and I can't believe I'm about to say these words, but it looks like it's going to have some Democrat support. What is happening in the year 2025? Joining me now to talk about that and other things, great senator from the state of Tennessee, Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, okay, this Laken Riley Act, what is it, and how in the world are you getting Democrats to vote for it?
And this is one of the border control bills. People are so tired of illegal aliens committing crimes. And the Laken Riley Act is specific to deportation of these criminal illegal aliens that are committing these sexual assaults and being able to move them immediately to deportation.
Senator, honestly, I'm thrilled this is a bill. I'm thrilled it's a bill that looks like it's going to pass, but I'm a little taken aback that we needed a new bill to deport any illegal immigrant, let alone sexual predators. Why do we need a new bill?
And, you know, Jesse, we have had for years the 287G program that has been on the books. This is through the Department of Justice. And our local law enforcement, state enforcement, can actually apprehend and then call on ICE to deport criminal illegal aliens. And for years, I've had a bill, the CLEAR Act, that would codify that and would add to it removing from these sanctuary cities the ability to get federal law enforcement funds if they're not going to stand by and follow the law.
Senator, okay, so that takes care of part of illegal immigration. What about the rest of it? We're told there's going to be mass deportations. We're told that, all these things sound great, and I'm all on board for all of them. Do we need new laws? Are the laws already in place and we're good to go? Is Congress going to somehow obstruct these things? Where are we at on all that? Because that's very much what the American people voted for.
You're so right about that. And there is so much that President Trump can do day one by using existing law. We can return to building the wall. We can reinstate, President Trump can reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy. We'll make certain that we're going to be able to look at the asylum laws and make certain that people that are claiming asylum are going to a port of entry, or they're going to the embassy there in their home country in order to claim that asylum and try to come here. So laws are on the books. They need to be enforced.
Senator, what else is the Senate going to do? We have a slim majority in the House, actually a little bit better in my mind in the Senate. Should we anticipate good bills being passed? I'm really cringing when I say that because it's hard to find a good bill. Are there good ones, though?
You know what, Jesse, why don't we do this? Why don't we focus on putting the federal government into a posture where it actually does more with less, where it responds to the needs of the American people, and that the laws on the books, we review these, and then all of the work that is being done by the agencies, let's put every agency through the DOGE process and see exactly what we need. And as we go through that, we can freeze federal hiring, we can freeze federal salaries, we can, through attrition, do a lot of reduction in the federal workforce. Part of my DOGE acts is across-the-board spending cuts. So let's return to the 2019 pre-pandemic spending levels, and from there do 1%, 2%, or 5% across-the-board spending cuts. Let's make certain that employees who are getting a promotion are getting that promotion on merit. Let's have a return to work policy that federal employees have to show up and do their job. Right now, only about 10% of the federal workforce is working in person full-time, and only 12% of federal office space is being occupied.
Good Well, praise God, we at least have one senator who wants to cut spending. How does this work with DOGE? Obviously, it's easy for people who aren't in the Senate, aren't in the House to talk about it. We've got Vivek, we have Elon Musk. Sounds like they want to do great things. I'm applauding them for it, but they don't have any actual power, right? How does this work?
That's right. They're going to bring forward ideas, and people in Congress have a lot of good ideas too. Ways that we can reduce what the federal government is spending in different departments, whether it's the IRS, and removing extra agents that are needed, making certain that when it comes to health and human services, that services and benefits are going to people who actually qualify, making certain that in every agency we're rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse. And we will do this through government oversight, through the budget process, through the appropriations process. And I'm really looking forward to people bringing ideas to me. I can't tell you the number of people that have said, Marsha, we know you're going to be working on DOGE. Here's an idea for you. And we need people to contact us. They can find me on social media at Marsha Blackburn. They can go to our website, blackburn.senate.gov. And if they know of a place where there is waste, fraud, abuse of the federal taxpayer dollar, they need to be weighing in and giving us that information.
Senator, let's move on and talk about what you've got going with Christopher Wray and the FBI and the DEI hiring policies. I can't believe the federal law enforcement arm, they even do it too. What's going on?
I wrote a letter to Director Wray after the attacks in New Orleans. You know, Jesse, what we need to do is find out how they could have missed so many clues. When you look at this individual who had been in the military, who was being radicalized, who had made these trips abroad, who had affiliated with this mosque, you look at the fact that social media had allowed these videos up and did not take them down until after the attack, looking at what is happening with the FBI, and hopefully they're spending their time chasing bad guys and not spending their time going after parents that show up at PTA meetings or agents out counting the number of Swifty bracelets that they have acquired. They need to be focusing on crime and keeping this country safe. We've got a lot of good men and women in the FBI that are in these field offices, but getting their attention off on DEI and looking at that instead of looking at keeping Americans safe, we need to recenter them on their mission. Kash Patel will do that.
Is Kash Patel, to your mind, maybe you haven't tallied up all the votes yet, is he going to have the votes to get confirmed?
I think he will.
What about Pete Hegseth? John Thune went on television, said he sounded confident to me. Hopefully we can get him through too.
I think so. Pam Bondi at DOJ, she'll get through. Tulsi Gabbard, she's going to get through. Linda McMahon over at Department of Education, who's going to do a good bit of restructuring and recentering over there. She's going to get through. Everyone I've met with, RFK Jr., they're all going to get through.
Well, that is outstanding news. Senator, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I would thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, but I know how brilliant it is, and I know you love it here. So subscribe and watch. We're going to start really ramping things up and putting some funny stuff, some interesting stuff out there, some collaborations. Either way, my YouTube channel is officially the place to be. So stick around.